Hi everyone, and welcome to this Prym exclusive video with your hosts Arne and Carlos. And today, Arne,
today we are making the seat pad. Is it called
a seat pad or a seat cushion maybe.
Yeah, something to sit on. And we are using the Midi Prym knitting mill.
Yeah, so we've been doing a few appearances here on the Prym channel. And I'm very excited to take this out of the box and show you.
Because we got 2 knitting mills. We have 1 each.
Yeah, so very excited to show you what we have. So to start with, there is a little plastic little thingy wrapped. There's a needle in there.
Plastic needle, yeah, that's very
Which
nice
you probably need when you are gonna...
If you want to sew in the yarn into the stitches when you finish your work, you can use this one.
Got instructions, of course. And I am gonna take out the product, the Midi knitting mill. It's coming right up. And this one is off fresh from the factory, I guess. Okay.
And there's a little piece of knitting in there already.
So this is what it looks like. It's got a lid as well that I suppose we can take off like that. And then you've got the yarn in the inside. There's a handle here that you crank, and then once you do that, the stitches start moving. Yeah. And then there's this for the tension, I suppose.
And the feeder.
And the feeder.
So we should take this out and...
Oh, sorry.
We should take this out and show you how we thread the knitting mill.
Can I take it out?
Yeah, so just go that way. Yeah, you're losing it.
Yep, there.
And these ones you knit with, the pieces you get out of this machine is 6 centimeter wide when they're flat like this. And there's also a button here, so you can knit flat if you turn it on this the square, and you knit on the round if you turn it on the circle.
And we are knitting on
the round. So.
And for this one, we've chosen to use some Rowan yarn. This is the Rowan Pure Wool Superwash DK, which is quite thick and works very, very well with the knitting mill.
And 2 balls of each color is more than enough for the seat pad.
Yeah, so this one will knit approximately 20 stitches per 10 centimeters. Maybe a little bit less.
I think it's looser on this one.
Yeah, because it is a little looser than
and for the seat pad, you need 6 in red and 6 in white.
Yeah, 6, not 6 balls, but 6 pieces. Yeah.
And 2 balls. That's more than enough.
1 ball in each color?
Yeah. No, 2 balls.
2 balls in each color.
Just a little bit more than 1, so you need 2.
Okay. So Arne, what are you doing now?
This, you bring the yarn into this feeder, or what you call it.
Yeah.
So this is like the tension thing. This is where the tension happens.
Okay.
And then the yarn go up.
Ah, smart.
And let's start where the dark needle is.
I think it's coming. There it is. So that shows you the beginning of the work. Yeah. So when you see the dark needle.
But when we do this, we don't care about the beginning. We stop when it's long enough, no matter where it is on the round. Yeah. So this should go down there. And now you knit every second. So I have to get it in there. So I probably don't do it by the book again, because I like to do things my way, and you need the hook.
Yeah, the hook is also part of the Prym collection. So it's called the knitting hook, and it's really good when you are picking up stuff from the machine. So
I just do it this way. I know this is not the way it's done in the instructions, but this is the way I do it.
And it works?
And it works. So I jump over every second. Like this. So if you put the yarn on every needle, you can't start. You need to have this. You have to have the yarn on every second needle for the beginning. And now the yarn is on the needle. Put this on the floor. It's very important, like if this one gets stuck somewhere and it gets too tight, then you will have very tight stitches in the knit. So when we started, sometimes we forgot about this. So some places they are a little bit tighter, but you're gonna sit on it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see it.
Correct.
Not all the time. So put that on the floor and just keep it loose while you go. And then it's just wind this around. And for these strips, or what you call it, we are doing, I think it's around 36 centimeters, because you need 6 of each. But we just knit out as much as we think we need, and then we will show you how we adjust it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't.
Looking good.
So maybe we should do it the proper way. We should have the lid, because these are all good now. So you could put on this.
And maybe you should turn it around as well.
You hold it like that, and you knit, turn it around.
Yeah, so that this is in the camera.
Oh yeah, yeah. Can you see it now?
There you go. Now everybody can see.
Now I have to go this way.
Yeah. Sorry.
You can control the yarn.
Yeah, I'll help you with that.
So let's just
You
crack.
see, now everybody can see how it goes
See
in.
how it works. And on the box where on the box it came with, there are pictures of wrist warmers, and there's a doll. So there's a lot of different things you can make from this with this machine. So it's easy and fun. If you want to knit this by hand, you need more time.
Yeah.
So,
That's true, yeah.
so just let's finish the first or the last string, and then we will show you how we put it into the seat pad. Okay, Carlos, I think we have enough.
Oh, yeah.
So just let's do it proper and stop at the dark one.
Okay. There you go. That's the dark one.
The dark one. And now take this off. We don't want to cut the yarn because we know we have more than enough. So instead of cutting the yarn now, we will take the yarn up like this, and we knit without the yarn, so it will fall off.
There you go. Wow.
Good. Then we just take a little bit of yarn so we can get it out before we cut it. We put this over there, and now we have this one, which we use as the measure.
Yep.
So first, you see it's more than enough.
Yeah, you've kind of done an approximate.
Stretch it a little bit so it looks nicer. And then we take out the yarn from the beginning, because these stitches, you see, you can't pick up these stitches. So this needs to go. And just find the right end, and we just pull it out. Because you want to have nice stitches at the end. That's why you make more than what you need, because you have to do the finish. So take one more out. There.
Okay.
And now we need a knitting needle. It's over there.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
There you go.
Lovely little thing. Yeah.
I know. I thought it was a piece of fabric, and then I looked at it after I got it home. It was a little.
You bought it in a thrift store?
Yeah, of course.
Of course you did.
Of course. So, just uses a needle, any size actually, not too thick, and then I will pick up the stitches. So, let's start from there. So you take one from this side, and then you go one from the other one. So you take one from that one we have to pick up later.
So every other?
Every other, like this. And it doesn't matter if they're twisted or... because you fix that later if it's necessary. This is just to make the edging and put it together with the others. So now you should have the same number of stitches on the needle from the same number, like it's just, well, you will always get the same number of stitches. Yeah. But you need to pick one from the other one side and one from the other side, because you will knit this together when you finish it, 2 and 2. So we put it on the first one we made to make it the same length. So, like this. Then we unravel. And then we can just wind all the yarn back on the red.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. So then we are almost finished with the seat pad. And yeah, we stop there. Okay. No, you need to stop.
I need to stop?
Don't take the yarn away. Another one. That's a nice one. So, one from the back, one from the front. Fun.
Lots of fun.
I think we have to make many of these.
Yeah, we need, if we have 6 chairs, we need 6.
Can be nice to have this in the garden.
Yeah.
One for every person.
Yeah. It's a great Christmas gift as well, isn't it?
It is.
There you go.
We can take off some of this yarn. Now we just weave this in. So we have already finished the white side. So these are knitted together in one go on the circular. So we knitted 2 and 2 stitches together and just bind them off. And we did the same on this side. So they're stuck together. And then we can start with this one. So you do the basket weave.
Over and under, over and under.
Over and under and over and under. And if you have a problem with the yarn, that the yarn is tight or stuck somewhere and they make tight stitches, you just put that side under so you don't see it. So, like this. And now we put these stitches from this needle over to the circular, so they come in the right order. So, the same order as they came on this needle. And then you do this on both sides. So, let's see, yes. There we go. 2 more. Like this. So now then you have collected all on this one. We have to make space for one more. So we just put this one also on the needle. And when you finish this one, you can stretch it in any direction, and then I guess everything fall in place. And this yarn is actually very good for this project because of the thickness, and it's super wash, so it's easy if you use it outdoors or if you sit a lot on it. So that's it. And there was a little cranky on one side, so that goes down so we don't see it, which means it has to be this way because it's coming under this one. You see? Yeah, that way. So under and over. Under. This goes also on the needle. And then when this is done, you bind off the stitches with a separate yarn on both sides. Like that. Then we do the same on this one. And you see when you do this, it really doesn't matter if the stitches are twisted or if they come in the right way. Because you just bind them off. So. And when we do the finishing now, we're not so, to say, we don't care that much about the needle we use. I don't even know the thickness on this one, but I just found a needle that I think is good for the project, because you will bind off loose anyway. So you're not like using the needle because of the thickness, because you have to bind off loose. So then we start on the two first. This one was a little bit split, so you just put it back, make it nicer. So you knit those two, and you see, make it loose, so the stitch look more like the stitches that you work with. Then you knit this one and lift over and make it loose. So you're kind of adjusting the bind off stitches to the stitches on the project, on the strings. There. So now we're finishing the first side, Carlos, and I think we need to have 5 more of these seat pads.
Yeah, we do, absolutely.
Because this will be beautiful for Christmas in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast on my own.
Yeah,
and
we
start
have
doing
2
it.
knitting mills, so thanks to Prym.
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
We will have like seat pad production in the house now. So Christmas will be beautiful for Christmas.
Absolutely.
So cut the yarn. Pull it through the last one. Over there. And there. So now you see it's knitted.
Yeah.
Bind or cast it off or bind it off on the red side. Now we have to do the same on this side, and then it's finished. So
And then sew in the threads.
and sew in all the loose ends, and when you knitted both of these sides, you just stretch it and it will pop in place. So
Looking good.
fun project, and it's very comfy.
Yeah, these are actually quite nice to sit
They
on.
are very nice.
So this was a fun tutorial and a really cool product that you can make out of pieces of yarn that are knitted together using this really cool knitting mill. It's the Midi Prym knitting mill. And we've also used the knitting hook by Prym as well. So this has been a great tutorial, Arne.
This is actually one of the funnest thing we have done
In a while.
in a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it looks so good when it's woven.
Yeah. Now we get to do the second side.
Yeah.
And you know what else you could do? I mean, if you do 6 of these, you can also sew them together and you almost have like a whole blanket
you
for your
could.
bed as well. So there's plenty of fun things to do with this.
And we can use it in the car.
We can use it in the car as well. So thank you so much, Prym, for having us over here on your channel. And it's been a pleasure introducing some of the knitting mills that Prym make.
Yep.
And we hope that we will be able to come back sometime soon. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you hopefully sometime, someplace.
Bye.
Bye.